What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NBA prediction video on Big Man Hassan Whiteside. I believe the vet will sign with the LA Clippers in this year's NBA free agency, and let's talk about why. So, Hassan Whiteside, one of my favorite big men in today's NBA, I think had a lot of great potential a couple years ago. Didn't pan out to how I wanted his career to go, but he's a free agent right now. And you would think, hey, the Jazz would be a shoe-in spot. They just traded Rudy Gobert. He was with the Jazz last year, played well. If you look at his stats and the amount of time he played, he ranked like number 8th in block shots in like a certain time frame, and all the stats you can configure, and he's up there in certain spots. So he's a good big man. You would think they will bring him back. I don't think it'll be that easy, and I don't know if they want him back. Hassan Whiteside hasn't stayed anywhere that long, to be honest. I'm not sure why. He's a good big man, good length to him. Doesn't cost much normally. He got paid a little bit last year. I'm thinking this year is going to be similar, a little small contract. The Clippers have the highest cap right now, and I think they're going to add to it by signing Hassan Whiteside. And you look at the roster. They just lost Isaiah Hartenstein to the New York Knicks. Side note, I'm playing NBA 2K, my career mode. I have a big man. He's like 7'2", shooter, agile, big guy. Isaiah Hartenstein just worked me. I'm not gonna lie, hitting threes, dunking on me, I'm like, what the world? But that's a quick side note. But Isaiah Hartenstein signed a 2-year deal with the Knicks. He's the backup guy behind Mitchell Robinson now. So you need a spot behind Zubac. Some want not Trail. Some Clippers fans want Montrezl Harrell back, which is understandable. But some say that the baggage is a little too heavy. He got caught doing some illegal things this past off season, along with the team. Not along with, but as well with his teammate Miles Bridges. That Hornets team kind of ran wild. So he might not be a viable option for that team, honestly. You have guys like Dwight Howard. You have Thomas Bryant, Ed Davis, Biombo. The list goes on. Tristan Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins. So the Clippers fans, from what I've seen on social media, they all want everyone else but Hassan Whiteside for some reason. I think he could be the best from their bunch, to be honest. To be completely honest, I think Hassan Whiteside in a limited role, which we've seen from him lately, especially recent as last year, playing 65 games with Utah Jazz. In a limited role behind Zubac, I think he's a great fit. Uh, to me, honestly, cheap. He won't cost a lot, and it can afford a lot either, so it makes sense. There's other options out there for him. To be honest, you have teams like the Spurs, but they literally, like a few minutes ago, I just seen Shams post that they signed Gorgie Jane, uh, big man. I forgot who he played from last year. Um, Gorgie Jane. Where did Gorgie Jane start at? Start his career at? I forgot. Timberwolves, maybe. He was behind Cat in the Timberwolves, not mistaken. A young Cat. I believe Jane was there first, or right after Cat or something like that. But yeah, they just signed a Gorgie Jane. Um, Jane had a lot of potential too. He really did. Jane could have been nice. He's solid. He's solid. But the Celtics might can add him. I see Celtics fans want him. So it's a lot out there, man. So it's a lot of real estate for big man, but not a lot of. Well, it's some real estate out there for a big man, but not a lot of room. To be honest, you have Cousins, as I said earlier. He has your Montrezl Harrell, a bunch of guys, but not a lot of options left. So someone will be left out waiting for injury during training camp or during the season. I think Hassan Whiteside needs to be on the team. You had the Celtics, Lakers. Um, that's really it. Clippers. Some say the Warriors might add him. I don't know. Man. It's tough to really pinpoint it, but Clippers sound right for me. I have personally Thomas Bryant, the 3-and-D mobile big man. I believe, and he's young, only 24 years old. I believe he's going to go to the Lakers. Celtics might add someone, maybe Howard. I can see him going there. Warriors, I think they stay pat. They do bring someone in. Maybe the guy that just got the young guy They just got cut Isaiah Roby from the Thunder. He's a good fit there. But Whiteside to me is a perfect fit, man. He fits the culture. And I think honestly, you know, he could spot start for Zubac as well. You know, excuse me, I can't even talk. Zubac is known for getting a little bit of playing time. You know, I bet on Zubac a lot this past season, and you know, to get a double double, to get 10 rebounds, to get 10 points, and it seems like for some weird reason, even though they just paid him, you know, you'll have Tyronn Lue play him heavy, and then just for the second half, for the rest of the third quarter, third quarter, and the rest of the game, you won't see Zubac no more. You know, so and trust me, I lost a lot of money betting Zubac in my and a lot of Clippers guys actually. I lost a lot of money betting on Clippers players that hit their marks. Reggie Jackson killed me last year, so you know you could definitely see Hassan Whiteside getting more PT, even though he'll be making a lot less money than Zubac on that Clippers team, depending on what Coach Lue sees or what he does or matchup purposes. So, you know, Hassan Whiteside is a better shot blocker. Zubac is younger, better scorer. Um, I still think Hassan Whiteside is more agile than Zubac, but you never know what the situation calls for. You know, as I just said. So it just depends, honestly. Um, you know what Coach Lue wants, and I think that'll be a perfect fit. But like I said, if not the Clippers, I think the Celtics will be a great ad for him. You know, Robert Williams, that knee injury could pop up and flare up sometime next season. You know, you see Isaiah Thomas, the former Boston Celtic, came out and said, "Hey, the Celtics did me dirty." You know, so you playing through it, you playing through the injury and showing your warrior is great. It's awesome showing your heart, your love for the game and for your team. But long term wise, it's going to hurt you. You know, so we never know what will happen with Robert Williams. That's why the filler is out there for the Celtics getting another big man. The only big man they have after Horford and Robert Williams right now is Luke Cornett. You know, and he's not really up to par, in my personal opinion. So you'll need someone in between there. They just traded Daniel Theus for the Malcolm Brogdon trade, so he's to the Pacers. So yeah, I think if Hassan Whiteside doesn't go to the Clippers, I think the Celtics will be a great addition there. If not there, maybe the Lakers' last option. If the Lakers miss out on Thomas Bryant to the Celtics, maybe, which is also possible as well. You know, a lot of teams vying for it. Like I said, there's a couple teams, not a lot of teams. There's a couple teams vying for the same players. So whoever misses out, you know, you can grab one, you can't grab two or three. So it's a lot of, you know, former big name centers or big men, good shot blocking guys too, that will be homeless without a team. Well, teamless, not homeless. I'll rephrase that. They'll be teamless, you know, until training camp, until injuries come during the season, because there's not a lot of space left. These young, you know, as we see every year, the draft goes on. The younger guys are pumped in. Guys in the G League might be called up first. You know, but I do think Hassan Whiteside does miss out on being teamless. I believe he will sign somewhere pretty soon, my personal opinion. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.